नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिहिल करीम Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. Allah the Almighty has determined some of the facts in this world and these could not be changed. If a person understands these things, he can keep the direction of his life right on its basis. That is why I have started compiling these in the context of Islamic concepts. May Allah grant me and you the ability to benefit from it. So let's begin. One of the concept is that understanding the Qur'an and Hadith to the level that they can be interpreted is the work of scholars and Islamic jurists only. But living a scholarly life according to the Qur'an and Hadith is a must for every Muslim. I have given name to this concept, scholarly life. Allah Ta'ala has sent mankind to this world for a special purpose, and through the Holy Qur'an, purpose of life has also been clarified that mankind was created in this world only for the worship of Allah the Almighty. Whatever a person do while living in this world, if it is according to the willingness of Allah, then that is considered as worship. The human doings can be classified into different areas to understand easily the whole worldly life of a person. So these areas can be given the following names: faith, that is Islamic belief; worship, that is Islamic obligations; morality, that is Islamic manners; constitute, that is social norms; dealings, that is transactions; dawat, that is representing Islam. Allah Ta'ala has sent prophets in every era to convey His willingness about all the aspects of human life and also sent holy books whenever desired. Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was made the last prophet for the last nation. Life of the prophet and the Holy Quran were made a beacon for the mankind. In the Holy Quran, Allah Ta'ala demands mankind to enter into the religion completely. That is, a person should accept the willingness of Allah in every aspect of his life, and this is not possible until he acquires divine knowledge. It is only through the Qur'an and Hadith that the will of Allah can be known about every aspect of human life, and this is what is called divine knowledge. The effort to acquire divine knowledge is of two types. The first type is for noble people. In this effort, the ability is developed to understand the Qur'an and Hadith and then be able to interpret in simple words. The knowledge areas that are needed to understand the Qur'an and Hadith are learned. This effort of knowledge results into making religious specialists as scholars and muftis. The second type is for the common people. In this effort, the commands of Allah and the ways of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam related to every field of life are learned under the guidance of scholars and muftis. This effort of knowledge results into making common people to be able to bring the willingness of Allah in every field of life. It is important to take care of one thing, that is, before starting efforts of knowledge, it should be clarified whether to acquire knowledge like scholars or to learn knowledge like a common person, because the sequence of acquiring knowledge is different in each way. If such decision is not made, then it may happen that it becomes half pheasant and half quail. Taking care of the order of acquiring knowledge is important. Sometimes, due to misunderstanding, these voices are heard. Take Arabic short course and learn Qur'an. Every Muslim should understand the Qur'an and get guidance for his life, but it is dangerous to try to understand the Qur'an by himself after learning a little Arabic grammar and translation of words. Instead, translation and interpretation done by the reputable scholars of the time should be read and understood with full confidence. And if anything is not understood from it, then still refer to the scholars and jurists present so that one can get guidance from the Quran and avoid going off track. Allah has given commands and showed the ways of the Prophet ﷺ in every field of human life for the good of mankind. But this benefit can only be achieved when knowledge is put into practice. Therefore, useful knowledge is that which is in practice. To run the life system in human society, there are doctors, engineers, lumbermen, and builders, etc. If everyone becomes builder, then it will be difficult to run the social system. Likewise, it is not necessary for everyone to become religious scholar, but it is very important for every Muslim to please Allah by adopting scholarly life. The summary of the concept is that a common Muslim has to get knowledge about every aspect of his life from scholars, but in such a way that he knows the Sharia method to act in every field, and it may not happen that with limited knowledge he tries to interpret the Qur'an and Hadith by himself and enter into the state of half a doctor is threat to life. Jazakallahu khair. In the end, once again it is prayed that Allah Ta'ala allow me and you to understand this concept and make the direction of the life according to it. Ameen.